Hey everybody, Marcus Crawford here with the Idaho Quadcopter channel. Hey, I am at Keith Bird Memorial Park today, and I have the venerable DJI Air 3 with me. I want to try some stuff with this guy today. One of the things that DJI advertised with this drone was the ability to do tilt shift. Tilt shift is that photographic effect that makes things look like they're toys, etc. What I thought initially was that it was just a setting on the drone that it would do that effect, but it's not. You have to take the footage that you film and put it into a program that DJI offers called Light Cut, and Light Cut is on your mobile device. So I've never done it before, so I'm going to try it today. I'm going to do some tilt shift. I'm going to try and process that video on that Light Cut app and see if I can get there. The other thing that I've never done with this drone is to do some vertical video. And the way this guy works, instead of like the Mini 3 where it flips the camera up, this guy actually crops in on the sensor. But one of the things that it allows you to do is on the screen you can still see what's on both sides, so it makes it easier for you to frame up the shot and know what's around you. So I've never done that before, so we're gonna try a little bit of that as well. This park that I'm at is not far from Heroes Park that I usually fly at, but it's right across the street from Costco and all the development that's going on over there. So I'm going to go over there, we'll take some video, and I'll take you guys along with me, and once I get it all done, I don't know when I'll get this published because I'm going to have to mess around and learn how to do it, but then I'll put the tilt shift video in after that. So you know, this is no crazy video here today, just trying some things with the drone that we've never tried before. So I'll let you know how it works out. Well, you'll see how it works out. Let's quit messing around. Let's get this drone in the air. Okay, I've got a screen recording started here, and you can see the drone is saying we're ready to go. Let's click on the three dots and take a look. We are in bypass mode, which is where I want to be. Optimal return to home, and I am in kind of a challenging return to home spot here. I'm right next to a picnic shelter, and you can see there's trees. You will see there's trees right next to us. So I want to see how the drone negotiates that, how well it does. It's not asking for any calibrations. We can look at the battery info. Looking good there, as I would expect. Get out of there. And our return to home height is set at 35 meters, which is plenty for where we're at. So let's go ahead and let's do an automated takeoff. Maybe. There we go.
Takeoff.
And so you can see the tree right there. We're going to go straight up. DJI likes you to go up like 7 meters high. 6.5 meters is where we're at. I'm going to say that's good enough before you move off. So let's bring it right back down and spin it around here. And I'm going to turn OA off here for a second because I want to be able to bring the drone in here for you to see it. The obstacle avoidance obviously wouldn't allow us to get in this close, so that's why I shut it off there. So anyway, that gives you a good look at the drone. We can rock it around a little there. See that big old gimbal in action? Let's go ahead and turn OA back on, put it back into bypass mode. Okay, I got a little confession to make here. I did some flying and forgot to start recording. That's getting to be a habit. I don't know, I guess I'm just an old man. We've got obstacle avoidance on. Let's send this guy, pick up the camera just a tad. Let's send this guy right towards us, and let's demonstrate that good bypass mode on this drone. It flies right in front of me there, right over the picnic tables. Let's turn it around. Let's come back through. I just like showing the capabilities of these drones, and I guess the point that I'm trying to make is, you know, you really have to work at it. Let's just aim it right at my head here. You got to work at it to crash this guy. That's what I'm telling you. Right behind me. I felt the wind, man. These drones are the level of OA they put them on them, and you know, being able to get right to this tree. Let's just go. Let's move over here. Let's go straight forward. Let's bring it back in here and get ready to do our droney. But anyway, I had videoed, I'd flown part of this mission and then realized that, that I didn't have video going, so I kind of started over. And so you will not have seen that part. But anyway, reverse and up now, reverse and up. This is such a capable drone and such a pleasure to fly. And boy, I found a nice spot here to fly in. It's a, yeah, we had a manned aircraft warning there for a second, but it's gone away. So he must be way out on the periphery, which is good to know. I can tell you this, I don't hear any aircraft nearby. So it looks to me like I already got over the roof of the Costco, and I didn't want to quite go that far. Let's flip this guy around, and we're going to go down the edge of this little green belt here behind the over 50 development. Let's move forward. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this video that we're going to do right here as we're looking towards the Costco and some of this stuff. I'm going to try some of that tilt shift, and I think it always, at least some of the ones that I've seen, look pretty cool when you've got cars and so forth in them, and it can give it that kind of miniature look to make it look like you're looking at a miniature world. Let's kind of go along the edge here. And you know, hopefully I'll be able to show you that. You know, I've never used that light cut app, so it's something that I'm going to have to learn how to use. But it'll be kind of fun to learn how to use, and hopefully this will look okay. So okay, let's stop right there and let's take some pictures. So I'm going to stop recording, and I'm going to go into camera mode, photo mode. There we are, and we're just going to do a single shot, and yeah, let's take a picture. And hopefully, right after I took that picture, we'll show you, I guess, when I'm completely done here. I will tack it on right before I do my conclusion. You guys will see the results of what I did. And in fact, let's grab some altitude and get a little bit different look at it. And let me kind of line it up here, and we'll take another picture. Boom, there we go. So let's do something a little different. We've got the Slim Chickens down here and the Costco gas. Let me back up. Maybe we can get, in fact, I think what I want to do is I want to move forward and get to the other side. And I'm going to get kind of over the top of the Costco gas here, so that way we're not we're right over the top of their shade. And then we'll pick up the camera and look back towards whatever it is they're building right here, and Slim Chickens. We'll take another picture. And by the way, in case you're wondering, I have tried Slim Chickens, ate there yesterday, and then again I met another friend of mine there today, and it's pretty good. I tried their chicken strips and wings. I liked both of them. I did a chicken club sandwich today, and I can say that was pretty darn good. I can recommend it. It's good stuff. There sure seems like there's a lot of chicken restaurants nowadays. You know, whatever happened to Colonel Sanders, right? Okay, so let's get down. Let's do this same thing, only lower. And let's kind of pick up the camera. I need to back up just a little bit because I want to get both Slim Chickens and Dutch Brothers Coffee in. Let's take another picture. And then hopefully you guys will see those in tilt shift mode here. Hey, I'm cutting into the video here to tell you about some of the issues I had with the tilt shift effect. So using the Light Cut app in order to create that tilt shift, the only thing that I could find that did that was using one of the templates in the Light Cut app. If there's a way to do it just in the regular editor, I couldn't find it, and I dug around in there and I looked at instructions and tried to find a video on YouTube that said how to do it. I couldn't find anything. So anyway, I used the templates to make the video that you'll see first, and it looks okay, I guess. I'm not sure, that it was edited the way I would probably have edited it, but it's the only way I could get that tilt shift. So then I took the pictures that I took, I tried to put them in that and do that same thing with a template. It seemed to work okay, but then every time it rendered, the video just came out black. So I don't know, I have no idea why. It would not render correctly. So what I did is I went into my regular editor that I use on my PC, Movie Edit Pro, and I followed some instructions and did a tilt shift with the pictures. So you'll see that as well. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think either of them turned out that great, but that's what they are. So you're going to see that right now. Okay, so enough of that. Let's go back into video. So you'll see that tilt shift at the end of this video, but right now we are going to switch back to video mode, and I'm going to go into the vertical mode. And to do that, you have to click where it says 4K 30 there. I click on that at the bottom of the screen, I should have said. Click on 4K 30, and if I keep scrolling to the right, I can go, 1080 or 2.7K. I can go in, right there, 9:16, I'm sorry, 9:16. I wasn't looking at the screen, I was looking at the settings. So there's 2.7K 9:16, and I only want to be in 30 frames per second for this video, so that we stay consistent. And as you can see on the screen recording, you're looking at the screen recording right now, you can frame up because you can see on both sides of it. But all we're going to see in the video, let me start the video now, and I'll put the screen recording down in the corner, and you'll see the video. You're going to just see, we're just going to get that vertical video. So we'll just do the rest of our flight in vertical here. Not very busy at Dutch Brothers, are they? I mean, that is very strange. I think there's one car in the park. Well, there's somebody just pulled in. There's usually a line at Dutch Brothers Coffee. So I guess we'll see what these other, what else it is that they're building here. But vertical video is actually better probably when you're framing a subject. I'm probably not using it in its ideal way right now. And of course, it's what everybody uses now for social media, etc. TikTok being as popular as it is. You know, I know TikTok is really popular, and I know people get addicted to it. I just never have. I spend more time on YouTube Shorts and on Reels than I do TikTok. I don't know if it's just because it's getting used to a new app or whatever. I know there's a lot of entertaining stuff on TikTok. I just don't happen to use it that much. But you do have this this vertical style right here that you can use. Let's go look at their entrance here. This is kind of interesting, isn't it? Let's, in fact, let's get down low, and we can look at their entrance, and that's where this vertical video can kind of come in handy. I am gonna do just a yaw around here. Sorry for moving it around kind of quick here, but and this really is going to look bad in vertical video, but I kind of wanted to show their entrance, and it might be a better way to show vertical video. So let me back it up just a little bit. And I thought I saw, yeah, they have some more. There is this is where vertical video would be handier. Obviously, we're showing some landscaping and so forth. But let's see if we can get up. Let's drop down low, and let's see if we can get a look at their entrance. We got a car going by there, but we're right in the middle above the landscaping, and a car coming in. We're kind of not where they're going to be at, but Cadence is the name of this community. Let's center that up a little bit. So there you go. We're at the Cadence, and I'm having I get a little bit of stutter on FPV because we are down so low. But anyway, that's what that vertical video will do for you. So let's go up and let's get a better connection back. I'm seeing my connection improve as I rise, and bring it back towards us here. And I am going to kind of bring it back, show you the, well, here's another probably opportunity for vertical video, looking at the pickleball courts, right? You could get down here and you could see everything happening in pickleball using vertical video. I don't want to get too low over this neighborhood, you know, don't want to bug anybody. I think it pays for us as drone flyers to be conscious of those kind of things. It's bad enough. So anyway, so let's bring it right back to us where we're at here at Keith Bird Park, and maybe I can get, yeah, there's nobody else in the parking lot here, so we can get down. Here's another opportunity to show you vertical video. And I wonder how the obstacle avoidance works in vertical video. If it works the same way, or if it changes. But anyway, this is the and you know, I'm right next to me here. This is the statue for Keith Bird Memorial Park. I just like the way the city of Meridian does their parks. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm getting the squawks, and will it move around? It did. Yeah, it sure did. So it works just the same. Let's go towards this tree and see what happens. Yep, it worked perfectly. Okay, so let's do a vertical droney here. Let me bring it back in. You can see where I'm sitting there. I've got a nice comfortable little picnic table, so I'm going to bring the drone down. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go, so there's a tree right to the side of the drone. I'm going to see if it'll thread the needle sideways. And it did, no problem. And then we're going to do our vertical droney this way. So this probably isn't ideal. Let me see if I can bring it in closer. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me line it up. And I'm going to drop the camera down just a little. And we're going to do another droney. Reverse and up. And off we go. And we're going to go back out over a neighborhood here. And I am getting altitude quickly. Because again, I don't want to bug anybody. I don't want anybody in any of these houses nearby thinking that there's a drone spying on them or something. But this is all territory that you guys have seen before. You've seen this neighborhood, and eventually this should get us right over Heroes Park. So let's just keep that, that's their neighborhood. Yeah, I'm probably a little bit too far to the south now. That is a neighborhood swimming pool there. We're about 75 meters high. We're just going to hold it in reverse here. Yeah, and I am actually, because I see there's the cornfield, and there is at the top right-hand side, that is the LDS church, and that right there is where you turn in to go to Heroes Park. And you guys are familiar with this, Heroes Park. Looks like they're getting set up for some, well, in Europe you're going to call it football. Over here we're going to call it soccer. So youth soccer matches. Looks like they're getting ready for. So let's see. Is there anybody in the park today? And that picnic shelter over there is the one where I usually set up at. Boy, it looks like the park is pretty well empty, isn't it? Just like this one. It's a school day, etc. So nobody messing around. So I'm looking for opportunities where vertical video is at its best. And I was thinking about the pond right here. So let's see if we can get that pond within the boundaries. And we can. So we can get it just barely within the boundaries. So what I'm going to try and do is move straight over the top of the pond and lower the camera as I go. And we're liable to see some reflection. I don't know, we're going to be able to see any fish. A lot of people fish here, I can tell you that. The Idaho State Fish and Game stocks these parks with fish. And I don't know, I can't, that's pretty murky water. I don't see anything, and I don't see any moving water either. They don't have a fountain going or anything, so I don't know. And I didn't see anybody fishing. So let's pick up that camera, and I know that we do have some power lines here, so we want to be conscious of that, but it looks like we're well above them. So here, this is a good shot. Look at this. I kind of stumbled onto this shot, this row of houses here. So that, again, is probably an ideal shot for vertical video. Let's go. Let's cross straight across 10 Mile Road here. And we will bring this guy home. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to hit return to home. We're down to 38% battery. I'm going to hit return to home, and I'm going to leave it in vertical video, and let's see how it handles optimized return to home. We're at 30 meters high. We had a return to home set at 35, so let's see what it does. See if it raises up. Okay, so it took that command, and it didn't raise up, so it feels like it's high enough. Yeah, and we got a manned aircraft warning, but he is, if you can, I don't know, he just was on there for a second. If you saw him on the little attitude indicator at the bottom, he was way to the east of us, way to the east. I like ADS-B, having an ADS-B receiver. So you can see the park there, and I see the drone did eventually go up. Wow, it's up to 40 meters, so it's optimized return to home. And we have a return to home set at 35, so it actually climbed higher than what we had it set at. And again, we're still in vertical video. Let's see if it'll get, and you can see where I've got the landing pad kind of between these trees and the picnic shelter and in the shade. I just wanted to challenge the drone. This drone has been impeccable on getting precision landings, and I just want to see how it'll do here. Let's see if it finds that landing pad. This is kind of long grass. Yeah, it ain't gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. I'm gonna pause that, because why mow the grass if we don't have to? Let's turn it around and face towards me. I'm picking that camera up slowly but surely. And I'm going to turn OA off, and I'm just going to land it right here so I can bring it in close. Okay, let's get out of that. Pick that camera up, bring it in. I'm just going to land it right in front of me here on this concrete. Straight down. I don't know, let's spin it around. Pick that camera up and straight down. And I see it straightened it out. It straightened out the camera before it came down. But anyway, give me just a couple of minutes to get everything shut down, and we will do a quick conclusion. Hey, okay, that was a fun flight with the DJI Air 3. We got to try out some vertical video and the tilt shift. Now, hopefully I got that tilt shift right, and you would have seen it right before this conclusion. But in any case, I don't know if, when I was doing the vertical video, I don't think I had an ideal situation for shots for vertical video. But you see what it is, and I wanted to show you how it worked on the Air 3 in that it doesn't flip this camera, it just crops in on the sensor. But the cool part of it is when you're looking at your FPV screen, you can see what's on both sides. So it does help you a great deal to frame the shot. So anyway, we just tried some different things and got to look at some different stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun flying, I can tell you that. It's a beautiful day today. That's about it. This is Marcus Crawford with the Idaho Quadcopter channel out. And if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Most of all, I absolutely appreciate you taking the time to look at this video. And yeah, of course, we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.